Today I'm bringing you a video to discuss setting up a project management environment within an organisation. In some smaller companies, there may not necessarily be a structured project environment. Perhaps the company has never really handled projects before, or they have been so small that not much thought has gone into the process. However, as businesses grow in size or complexity, it becomes important to establish more structure around processes, governance, and documentation. This is where project management comes in. To start, I would recommend having a project charter and a project management plan. The project charter should include the business case, why the project is being undertaken, and how it aligns with the organisation's goals. The project management plan, on the other hand, outlines how the project will be run. Depending on the complexity of the project, the plan might be simple, with just a few pages, or more detailed, spanning 20 to 50 pages. When setting up a project management environment for the first time, you may start with simpler documentation. Another aspect to consider is the level of authority required. You need to think about what kind of organisational structure you have. Is it projectized, where dedicated project teams work on projects, or is it more of a matrix, where project teams work on both their functional jobs and projects? In the latter case, you need to clearly define the level of authority between the project manager and the functional manager. When it comes to training or familiarizing your team with the project environment, it doesn't always have to be formal training. Helping staff transition from a functional line of work to a project environment can be a big step. It's a totally different way of thinking, and I've been in organisations where the concept of working on projects was new to them. One company I worked with had a project schedule, but they repeated the same project every year with different people involved. They were essentially running it like a calendar, not as a structured project. After I designed a structured project plan for them, they were able to understand the importance of clearly defining deliverables and timelines, and they began to see the project as a series of interconnected tasks. One important lesson is involving people early in the process, especially with how they are involved in each task. Often team members don't realize the impact their work on one task can have on another, particularly if it affects the critical path and the project. Training them to think this way is crucial. Additionally, they need to understand their reporting structure, whether they are answerable to the project manager or the functional manager, and the priority of tasks. If there's a conflict in priorities, it may need to be escalated to higher management. Another area to focus on is time management. When you start monitoring actuals against your project budget, you may require team members to fill out timesheets. This can be unsettling for some, as they may feel they're being monitored. It's important to let them know that it's the project and tasks which are being monitored, not them personally. Finally, think about the tools you'll use. Are your projects simple enough to be managed with Excel, or do you need something more robust like Microsoft Project or another project management tool? The right tool depends on the complexity of your projects and the industry you're working in. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I look forward to talking to you in the next video.